Here is your latest African news. South Africa. South Africa flood toll rises to 443, dozens still missing. The death toll from floods that have battered South Africa's east coast has risen to 443, including a rescuer, a regional official has said, as dozens more are still missing. Rains have started to let up in the flood-ravaged east, allowing for search and relief aid operations to continue after one of the deadliest storms in the country's history. Flood waters engulfed parts of the southeastern coastal city of Durban and surrounding areas early last week, ripping apart roads, destroying hospitals, and sweeping away homes and those trapped inside. Recovery operations and humanitarian relief continued in the economic hub and tourist magnet city. Government, churches and charities have marshaled up relief aid for the more than 40,000 people left homeless by the raging flood waters. The government has announced an immediate $68 million in emergency relief funding. Tunisia. Oil pumping operations to begin after shipwreck. The Equatorial Guinea-flagged oil tanker Zello, which sank in the Gulf of Gabes along Tunisia, has been checked with divers finding no leaks from the fuel-laden ship. The Tunisia branch of the World Wildlife Fund has also expressed concern about another environmental catastrophe in the region, an important fishing zone. The Zello was traveling from Egypt to Malta when it went down. Rabi El Majidi, Tunisian Minister of Transport, has said that rescue workers had checked during the operation that the valves were closed and the team of divers ensured they were sealed and intact. The crew of the Zello has issued a distress call and sought shelter in Tunisian waters from bad weather before going down. The crew of the Zello had issued a distress call and sought shelter in Tunisian waters from bad weather before going down. Tunisian authorities rescued the 7-member crew who received first aid and were moved to a hotel. An Italian ship specialized in cleaning up marine pollution will be sent alongside a team of divers to aid the efforts, an Italian official said. Tunisian officials are also investigating the itinerary of the tanker, which reportedly has Turkish and Libyan owners. Nigeria. U.S. major approves sale of weapons to Nigeria. The U.S. has agreed to sell military equipment worth $997 million to Nigeria, including 12 attack helicopters and numerous advanced precision kill weapon system APKWS rockets. The equipment had been requested by Nigeria and would help improve security. The U.S. said Nigeria will have no difficulty in acquiring the weapons, but the process is expected to take at least 5 years, which would include training military personnel on how to use the equipment. Nigeria is struggling to tackle violence by extremist groups such as Boko Haram and the so-called Islamic State West Africa Province (ISWAP), as well as worsening attacks by armed criminal gangs who carry out killings and kidnappings for ransom. This is the second major arms sale to Nigeria by the U.S. in 5 years. The U.S. had previously rejected Nigeria's request for military equipment due to human rights concerns during the administration of Barack Obama. But in 2017, the Trump administration agreed to sell 12 Super Tucano planes to Nigeria, which were delivered last year. Tanzania. Record-breaking 2.8 kilogram rough ruby from Tanzania goes on auction in Dubai. A rare rough ruby, dubbed one of the world's biggest, has gone on display for the first time ahead of an auction in the Gulf Emirate of Dubai. The 8,400-carat stone, nicknamed Baj al-Hamal and weighing 2.8 kilograms, was mined in Tanzania and made its debut at a Dubai hotel as part of SJ Gold and Diamond Callisto collection. The company says it is one of the biggest and rarest rubies ever found. The Tanzanian stone was not heated, meaning it has not been treated, so it's natural and that's why it's precious. Local reports have suggested the rough ruby with greenish and dark purple hues could fetch up to $120 million. The stone will be on display at different locations in Dubai for the next 30 days before going on auction. Late last month, a giant diamond nicknamed The Rock went on display for the first time in Dubai. The 228.31 carat pear-shaped gem, which was mined and polished in South Africa more than 20 years ago, is the largest white diamond ever to come to auction. The diamond is expected to fetch over $30 million. Rwanda. Rwanda excludes refugees from neighboring states in controversial UK deal. Rwanda has appeared to stoke controversy after a government official said the country will not admit refugees from neighboring countries under a deal with the United Kingdom to host asylum seekers. While the United Kingdom had laid down criteria for illegal migrants denied entry into the UK to be considered for resettlement in Rwanda, Kigali says it will not welcome asylum seekers from neighboring countries such as DR Congo, Burundi, Uganda, and Tanzania. Rwanda's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Vincent Biruta, said there will be a system in place to screen arriving asylum seekers and migrants from the UK for criminal records and origin, adding that those from Rwanda's direct neighbors are not welcome. Minister Biruta made the statement at a media conference in Kigali during the signing of the inhumane deal that will see illegal migrants who enter the UK looking for asylum relocated to Rwanda. Since January, Rwanda has been working to revive relations with neighboring countries of Uganda and Burundi by opening land borders with both countries and holding several diplomatic talks. Southern Africa. Botswana to translocate 500 elephants to Mozambique. 2 years after pledging 500 elephants to Mozambique as a gift, Botswana has said the animals are set to be translocated in the near future. This was revealed by President Mokgweetsi Masisi during a 3-day state visit by Mozambique's President Filipe Nyusi. Masisi said Botswana is very keen to see the elephants finally roaming their new habitat that will be the forest in the Mozambican territory. National Administration for the Conservation Areas, ANAC, a state institution responsible for the conservation of the biodiversity in Mozambique, recently reported that Botswana has lost 10,000 elephants since 2009 due to a variety of reasons, including poaching. Despite losing close to 350 elephants between 2020 and last year due to suspected cyanobacteria toxins, Botswana is still believed to be home to 130,000 African elephants, more than any other country in the continent. The 15,000-strong elephant population in Mozambique is in the Nyasa Reserve, a protected area covering 42,000 square kilometers. Last year, it was reported that conservationists had discovered female elephants in Mozambique's Gorongosa National Park, which had been born without tusks. Some researchers said the reason behind the tuskless elephants was an evolutionary response to the brutal killing of elephants for their ivory tusks during Mozambique's 15-year civil war. The large-scale killings were because of a rise in the demand for tusks by criminal networks to fund the civil war in Mozambique. Great news! Tunacheki, Kunda Kids and Nala have partnered together to bring you Maua and the Garden of Plenty, our first African children's book for free. Nala is a money transfer app that uses the latest technology and works with local communities to make payments as hassle-free as possible. The easy-to-use app allows anyone to quickly send money from the UK to Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Ghana, with many other African countries and currencies coming soon, at the lowest rates available. To get a free copy of Maua and the Garden of Plenty for yourself, family or friends, download the Nala app, use the code KUNDAKIDS and make a transfer of as little as £1. For those in the USA, you can download the app and RSVP for your free book coming next month. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, follow, share and like our video. It's the best way of supporting us. And remember, Africa is watching.